What's up, dudes and dudettes? It's your man Evan B, and I was just gonna I decided as I was working on a mod today, I'm gonna go ahead and walk you through what I'm doing because I am gonna make a modified Sentinel, and I just wanted you guys to be able to kind of see what that process is gonna look like and how that all is gonna go. So what I got here is an inbox Sentinel, and the first thing I'm going to do is pop this package open. Super easy. This is one of those few front packed blasters that is just not super difficult to get into. And then, like probably one of the most common complaints about the Sentinel that people make is that this priming handle, because it's metal, like it's sturdy, but it's really like kind of painful to use. And so I figured out a fix to that, and I've done this to a couple of these now. And I figured I'd just go ahead and show you how to do it. There's also a video very similar to this on my Facebook group. That's facebook.com/groups/EvanBNerf. But essentially what you do is you take this can of Plastidip and you very, very slowly dip your handle into here and then very, very slowly withdraw. Now, the reason why I'm doing this before I do anything else to the blaster is because it's nice to be able to have the blaster intact so that when you're done dipping the handle, you can just kind of lay it across the box like this and the whole thing will hang. I guess you could like rig up something to just hang the priming handle, but I figure why when this would work just fine. Okay guys, and so like what the next thing I've done is I have disassembled my blaster, and I've laid it out after pretty much a light sanding across the whole thing, and went ahead and hit these kind of detailed pieces. There's my dog. These detailed pieces with a white duplicolor vinyl and fabric, and then what I'm going to do for kind of an undertone on this blaster is some yellow. So the places where I want that yellow to show through, I went ahead and hit it. For that I'm using a Rust-Oleum American Accents Golden Sunrise, and that's specifically because of the color. So a couple things about taking this blaster apart. It's really not difficult. There's definitely quite a few screws in it, but definitely something that is kind of a pain is getting to all the screws. Now you don't see the screw ports on this side, but underneath the plate on the opposite side there are two screw ports that are easy to miss, and I can show you that on the one that I've clamshelled. So you literally have to remove that plate to get to those two screw ports, but after that it's pretty simple. So yeah, we'll leave that there, and I'll get back with you when I get a little bit more of the paint job done. Alright guys, so the next thing I did that I wanted to show you is I went ahead and pulled out this dart peg and hammered through the air restrictor. I'm not going to go to the trouble of like drilling it out or digging in there too much, but basically what I did was with my rubber mallet and a screwdriver. I actually didn't use this one, I used one with a little sturdier, but basically just hammered it through so that we've got a clear path with no restriction. I probably could do a little cleaner by getting in with either like a long drill bit or maybe like a larger like ice pick or something, and hammering it the rest of the way out. But I blew through the end of this, and it's getting plenty good air travel, so I'm not too worried about it. So I had a mild setback. I walked away from this, and apparently the wind blew a big old leaf or so. It was like a leaf with a twig attached to it onto the yellow butt plate of that. So I had to basically sand that down and re-yellow that. So I'm a step behind on this half, but I laid my star sticker there, and I laid some painter's tape there. You can see it on that side there, and went ahead and put the first coat of duplicolor red vinyl and fabric So I will touch base when I get all this painting done. What's up, dudes and dudettes? So I went ahead and I made kind of an executive decision to try something a little different as I'm going. I had hit this with a little yellow paint. I taped off the part that I had plastic dipped, and I hit this rod with a little bit of pro priming bar, or whatever you want to call it, with a little bit of yellow paint. And I kind of realized that I really was not happy completely with the way that this has been plastic dipped. It really could use another coat or maybe two. And so I kind of decided, as I wait for the paint on the rest of the project to dry, I'm going to go ahead and give this another coat or two. And so rather than wait till I reassemble the blaster to do it, I'm going to go ahead and do it like this. And just to kind of show you that there's, kind of multiple options as far as you don't have to, leave the blaster intact to do this. If, as you see, like I've kind of attached a coat hanger here, and what I'm going to do is just set that down into the box like this. As long as it's hanging, it should dry just fine. And if you'll take a look, I've kind of got it hanging here in the box, and I've got another one going. I'm kind of doing a Sentinel mod factory here, because I'm making one for myself and making another one for another buddy. So my Walmart just got a new shipment of Sentinels in, and I took advantage of the fact that they had a ton of them and went and bought several, because they are, a $10 blaster that really performs like a $50 blaster. So I am slowly coming around to the Sentinel. This is also a good way to keep your plastic dip topped off, is use an older can and just kind of keep filling. That way you're going to get better dips. I wish I would have done that from the beginning, just gone ahead and bought 2 cans. But, it is what it is. That's the thing about this hobby, man, is you live and you learn. So I'm gonna actually stop the camera, and we'll go out, and I'll show you how the paint job is going. So as you can see, I've really got all this stuff pretty much. Whoa! I'm using the Fala Prowla as a light here. You can see I've really got a nice couple of coats of this duplicolor vinyl dye on here. I'm literally just kind of waiting for it to dry now. Everything is going really well with that. And this plastic adherent yellow really has come out very, very smooth. I was kind of worried about it, but seems to be doing all right. So I think what I'm going to do now is go ahead and hit everything with a clear coat, and I imagine after the next segment will be you guys seeing the final product. Alright guys, so here is the Red Scare, all put back together, finished painting. There's a couple things I'm not completely happy with. I nicked and dented the paint a little bit while I was putting it back together. But other than that, as a whole, I think it came out pretty nice. Because I am a respecter of the Sentinel, something that I usually do is I sand off all the logos, but for respect of the Grand Sentinel Union, I left the Busby logo. And that was purely a cosmetic choice, and being that this is my blaster, I am fine with that. On a commission piece Sentinel I did, or a friend Sentinel I did in fact sand off the Busby logo. So these are my 2 modified Sentinels that I've done in the last days. This one has a air restrictor removal, a modified, a larger spring, 8 kilogram spring rather than the 5 kilogram that it comes with, which is just enough to, I don't know, not need any kind of reinforcement in the the catches or anything, but definitely adds a packed wallop to it. But other than that, that is the Red Scare Sentinel. Thanks so much for watching, guys.